Hey everybody, it's Shar from Shar's Fashion Nation, and welcome back to the Christmas crochet collaboration with Crochet and Me2. Okay, since she's doing a blanket, and I told you I'm doing this like hooded hat. I'm kind of doing this in a kind of a vintage style. Lately I've been kind of like going into kind of like kitschy vintage. I've always liked this kind of vintage style stuff, and I think, you want to see that? Oh, okay, anyway, I think the ombre effect, the light in here doesn't do this justice. I don't think the lighting from anything ever does anything justice. Anyway, the ombre effect of these two green tones is beautiful. So let me take my glasses off. Because gosh knows I've just been having one of those mornings with like my glasses, and this is where the darker green came in. That is where I'm starting to close off for the back half of the hat. This is gonna look funny when I put it on. Go ahead, laugh, it is funny. I even laughed when I saw it. So I gotta put the hat on. I have a bun in my hair, so this will be fun. It kind of looks like a bit of a crown, doesn't it? Anyway, so that will actually be pulled back for the hat. Then you have these right here. You can either button, or it's for just decorative purposes. Yes. And yes, I know it looks funny right now, but with making the pattern on this the way I did this with the patterning with a double crochet and a single crochet, this is actually going to come out pretty nice. And there's a reason why I did that is because I'm going to make the antlers and the reindeer face detachable from the hat. So, in doing that, it is more of a useful garment piece so that you can detach it abso-freaking-lutely. Wear it anytime you want. Absolutely, wear it anytime you want. Now, when I went to the fabric store, I almost bought reindeer fabric. I think I told you guys that. But it's funny, you know, like you almost buy that reindeer fabric. And, but right now I'm doing a single crochet around because I did a double crochet, and the double crochet will act as an assorted buttonhole for the reindeer antler. So that will work out just great. And also the double crochet on the sides for when you have the little piece that comes across the base, which will be a reindeer snout, just the muzzle part of the reindeer face. So I think that will be cool because I do have some extra red yarn for making a little red nose. So that'll be cute. Then I have some off-white for making the little parts right here, mouth, and I'm not too sure if I have any black left, but that's okay. Don't really need that. It'll shape out the way I will crochet it, but for now, like I said, I am just taking this and single crocheting this around the hat because because I want to have like this nice pattern going on in a hat. And at the same time, when you do a hat and you come to this part right here, okay, this is the front of the hat, and that's why I left it open like that. But when you come to that part of the hat, you can go around, and that's when you start making it smaller. And just when you come to this part, you would take from this stitch here over here, and that pulls it tighter, and you just continue to do that all the way around until you get to the very back, and you make sure that all your stitching is on the inside. That way you pull that one beanie point in, if you have a beanie point at all. Sometimes when we do these patterns like this, there is no beanie on there. Absolutely. So teaching the crochet method like this is, this is a very valuable learning tool. Learning how to make your own garment is a life thing. It's not just a life choice, it can be considered to be a life choice, but also if you really think about it, I only buy when places have yarn on sale because I can't afford a lot, right? Like if you're on a limited budget, like myself, and you can't afford a lot, you wait for the sales to come up. And I did notice that Michael's Crafting is competing with the with AC Moore with their yarn prices, and that's okay. I did give you guys the inside on Michael's Crafting. I think it really depends on your location, on which one you actually go to. We'll actually do the coupons from the other craft stores as a way of rewarding their customers, and they also do price match. And again, I really think it depends on which one you go to. It's the same thing with Staples. I have a specific one that I go to, and they do price match for me. Don't ever be afraid to ask. Like, you go to Staples and ask if they do price match at your Staples. If they say yes, well, there you go. Save yourself some money. I'm a broke girl, but I save myself some money. I'm not trying to be like poor. I'm poor, but I'm not trying to be like broke all the time. Nobody wants to be broke all the time, but this is my way of giving back, but this is also my way of like helping a friend. Last year, as you guys know, I helped the Paulson family, because again, a lot of people can't afford a lot, and I threw in a couple of extra hats for a couple of kids in their community that the families couldn't really afford a winter hat for a child. And so I threw in a couple of extra winter hats, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. If you have a skill, use it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Never be afraid to take your skill when you can, and help out other people. That's what being real community is. And like, I may be broke, but I'll tell you what, I even gave my last few dollars to my children. Only one speaks to me, but I gave my last few dollars to my children, and only one appreciates me. And you know what? Here's something else. Do you guys remember, like, on my channel for, like, appreciation for you guys, I had a giveaway going, but one person private messaged me the number of how many times something happened, so that person actually does win the sewing basket, because nobody else bothered. I actually had a giveaway going, but nobody else bothered to give a number. Can't do anything about that. I gave people chances. Do another one in the future. Hopefully people will remember. I don't want people to come at me for that. Don't come at me for that. Like, I gave people chances. And she did it the day of giving me that number she gave me. Like, she had to go to work and school, but she still got a number in, even if she did private message it to me. So, but yeah, you know, this right now is about collabing. And at the same time, you get to see how beautiful patterning comes together. I mean, like, look at that. Yeah. And at the same time, you know, the scalp will be able to breathe. She keeps her hair short, but, you know, at the same time, the scalp will be able to breathe. And it's going to be really nice. And then in a few minutes, you'll be able to see what I mean, because I can pretty much do this pretty quick. Single crochet. That's pretty darn easy. Pretty darn easy. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. Like, single crochet is so easy. I'm almost back around to the back of that. Yeah. But no, really, the person that made the other hats for, she actually, like, I had bought this yarn to make something for her, so guess what? Funky Christmas hat goes to her. Because it won't just be, you know, like, she can wear the funny antlers. She was asking me if she could have it anyway. This is something funny around the office, and I'm like, sure. Why not? I want to cheer her up anyway. She needs a lot of cheering up right now. You know, I don't have a deceased husband. I have an ex-husband for a reason. He was mean. Did everything around the house. He filled out his job applications for him. Made sure he went to places on time to get a job. He was a mean alcoholic. Had to get rid of that. He was about to let our oldest boy bleed out on the inside. So see, you know, like, negative people like that you just can't have in your life. He was going to let our oldest boy bleed out on the inside because he fell over a friend's bicycle and that punctured an intestine on the inside, and from how hard he fell, and his dad wouldn't even give us a ride to the hospital. We had to walk to the hospital. and that's pretty bad. His dad thought that fear was more important. So you see, like, I don't want a person that's now going through, you know, how can I say this? Grieving over the passing of a loved one. Well, her husband was a great, great man, nice man. Really glad I got to meet him and, before they got hitched. And just really nice guy. Oh, and if you want to know, this is Native American Heritage Month. And since I'm Native American Black, it is time for a funny joke. Don't take this wrong, because this is a joke. Native American goes into Home Depot and grabs 6 bags of soil, goes up to the register. There's a man behind him, and he says, "I see you're going to be doing some gardening just like me." And he says, "No, dude, I'm buying my land back." That's a good one. I have to admit, that's kind of a good, my land back. Uh, that is funny. So you see, like, the ombre effect, and then you'll see what I mean, like, right here, when I go to this one, right here. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to skip this one right here, and skip this one, and this one. So I'm going to skip these 3, because I actually want to pull this in. So I'm going to skip these 3, pull it, and then that starts to bring that in the back. And as we go around and around in the back, which this hat isn't going to take that long, when I am done with it, you guys know I will show you. And the reason that I left this split like that is because it has to go around the face, so don't even worry about that. I'm going to extra secure down when I'm done with the back of it. I'm going to extra secure down right at the ombre point, so that, you know, probably just about down to here, midway on it, which would be about like, yeah, this row right here of the, I'm sure you guys can see it, right here on the double crochet. So I'll attach that when I'm done with the back of the hat, which actually shouldn't take too long, and I'm really happy with the colors on this, because there's a, like, forest greenish brown tone in here, which is the next color up before it hits the white. And I'm thinking that maybe I should skip up these 2 and then go back into these to finish up the hat, if and only if I don't have enough of this green tone to finish up the back of the hat, which I'm hoping that I do. I really am. I'm hoping that I do, because I just, like, I love these 2 green tones together. I think they go brilliant together. I really do. And then again, you know, we're gonna go back to a double crochet. Now, when it comes to the back half, I've been doing a smaller double crochet, opposed to right here where I did a wider double crochet, and that's just to pull that in. So when it comes to that, you can just take that, go like this, it's a little catchy sometimes. Make sure you guys can see this. And then what I do is I will count a square and then skip over. That's right. And this is how, like, I know a lot of you will be like, well, that's not a double crochet. Actually, it is. But you know, I've got to do a second one on there. That helps. I was watching Sir Spooks, which I don't mind watching Sir Spooks, but dude, if you're shining a flashlight down a hall and you think that you're seeing something moving in a window, like, dude, that was the reflection of your flashlight in that window. I can't believe you didn't realize that. Serious. You didn't realize that that was just the reflection of your flashlight? Like, who wouldn't know that? I'm pretty sure Omar and them would be bright enough to know this. Or the guys from The Strangest, and they've gone to the Mothman, yeah. Yeah, the guys from The Strangest have been to the Mothman Festival. Okay. Now, I could have done 3 like I did down in here, but I really don't feel like it right now. Nope. Not today. And the reason I'm doing that is because I now want to get to that point where I'm doing the patterning so that when you're doing that patterning coming back, you're able to have a place where you can latch on those antlers. And that's very, very key when it comes down to something like this. So, like I said, you know, it's great patterning on this. Do make sure that you go check out Juliet on Crochet and Me2. This video, I have to get a drink of water. By the way, Juliet, I hope you're feeling better. Because I noticed you weren't feeling too great in your last video, so I hope you're feeling better. I have got pretty darn far on this hat, and should actually be done with most of this, just the hat. I should be done with the hat by, I would say, the end of the day, and then I'll pop back later with that, and until then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed, and I will see you all for the next one. They never get a correct pose, trust me. But that's okay. Ever notice they give you a doofy pose? But they do.